Okay, 5.6 recording. And this first problem is a difference of cubes. So I'm going to make this t minus 3 because with difference of cubes, the formula is a minus b, a squared, ab plus b squared. So that's what I'm going to turn this into. And so I have t minus 3. So there's the subtraction. And then I'm going to do t cubed plus 3t because I multiplied this 3 and this t, just like right here, a times b. And then I'm going to add 9 because 3 squared is 9. So that's the answer right there. And I'm going to move on to problem 18, which is a sum of cubes. And so I'm going to use SOAP. So same, opposite, always positive. So I'm going to do 2a plus 1, because that is really the, sorry, I'm having a little bit of a brain fart. The cube. So 2 times 2 times 2 would give me that 8. And then there's the a cubed. And then 1. 1 times 1 times 1 is still going to give me 1. So now here's where you've got your 3. And it's going to be the opposite. So the first thing I'm going to do is 2a squared. So 2 times 2 is 4. And then a squared. And then I'm going to have the opposite sign. And I'm going to do 2a times 1, and that's going to give me 2a, and then plus 1, always positive. So there's 18. 24 is a little bit funny. Again, it's this, the sum of cubes, so same, opposite, always positive. So you're going to have this x plus 1/3, because 1/3 cubed would be 1/27th, and x cubed would be x to the 3rd up there. So now you have this part where you're going to take the x and do x squared. You're going to switch the sign or opposite sign from over here, and that is going to be 1/3 times x, so 1/3 x. And then plus, always positive, 1/9, because 1/3 squared is going to give you 1/9. So there's 24. And then holy moly, 38 is a little bit too much for a girl like me. But the first thing I'm going to do is take 125 and make it 5 cubed. And then I'm going to also do c squared and then cube it. So that's basically equivalent to each other. And then same idea here. I'm going to do, 2 times 2 times 2 is going to give me this 8. So 2 cubed times d to the 2nd cubed, right? And then I'm going to put those together. And so now I'm going to have 5c squared, and everything's going to be cubed. And then I'm going to subtract, kind of the same idea. It's going to become 2d squared, and then everything will be cubed. Okay, so now I need to use the formula to figure it out. So I'm going to pull out a minus b. So a is 5c squared, and b is 2d squared. And then this is your 3z, except that you have a couple things to multiply together, so it's a little bit bigger at first. So now you have 5c squared, but you need to square it. And then I was copying the problem before me, and it had a minus sign. I feel like it should be a positive sign, but I think there's a chance that you're distributing this, so maybe. Plus the 5c squared times the 2d squared, right? So you're going to combine those things. And then the last thing is going to be your 2d squared. So it's kind of a hot mess right there, but I'm going to try to bring it down. So this part will stay the same. I'll move it over so I have a little more room. 5c squared minus 2d squared. And then I'm just going to do some of this work over here. So 5c squared is going to become 25c to the fourth. And then when I put all this together, you're going to multiply this 2 times this 5, so it's going to give you 10. And then you're going to have 2c squared d squared plus, and same thing, when you look at this 2d squared squared, you're going to get 4d to the fourth. So that's my answer.